back to my channel, JaNae B series. I am JaNae B, and we are back with another video with my two special guests.
Danny, aka Zany Nicole.
Denzel Massenberg, also known as Denmas, also known as Zell.
Okay, so for this third video, we are going to be discussing, do you think technology ruins relationships? So
Yeah.
yeah, you was ready. Yeah, I think we all kind of are in agreement to a certain extent on this topic, but stay tuned. Yeah.
Stay off your phone.
I'm racing home cause I heard she got a new vlog on the way. Said I've been waiting to hear that since Sunday. JaNae B series got it all. JaNae B series gets involved. Yeah. The only one that keeps it real on the internet. The only one that keeps it raw and always got a message. What would I do without JaNae B series? JaNae B series.
So, do y'all think that technology ruins relationships?
For sure.
Friendships as well?
Friendships, relationship, family ships, situationships.
Family ships?
Every single ship you can think of.
Why? Why in your opinion?
It spans across so many different angles and different entities, but I think essentially I think the emphasis on technology and the emphasis on posting and this need for, things to be broadcasted, and if they're not broadcasted, then they're not happening or they don't exist, is scary. It's really becoming an obsession, and it's so, it even spans to just businesses, and if you're working and, we don't it don't exist, like I said before, and it's just becoming a little scary that is like validation for people, that if it's not on social media, if it's not out there in the public, if it's not publicized to whatever extent, that you're not doing anything, or y'all not together, or y'all ain't really in a relationship, y'all ain't truly married,
Y'all broke up, y'all happy, I'm happy.
It's like, it doesn't have to be broadcasted and plastered all over social media for it to be a thing. Like,
what do you think?
I think technology gets in the way. It's like the elephant in the room. So if I'm going through a rough time in a relationship with my girl and whatnot, and we're having an honest and real conversation with each other, but I'm on my phone trying to have a conversation, or she's on her phone trying, you're not listening.
Right.
Or it can cause like just unnecessary drama sometimes if we let it.
Definitely.
Yeah, if we let it. I think sometimes you just gotta put your phone down. We're so addicted to our phones. Just think about, and I did this test on myself. I put my phone down, and just for a couple hours, and just went about my business, and how much I was at peace.
Yeah.
Because we consume so much every day. It's constant news, constant drama we're taking in. Sometimes it's not good for your spirit. So we're consuming so much, and a lot of times that can have an effect on our relationship, our friendships, even our relationship with our family. So yeah, I think it does get in the way.
Yeah.
So do y'all believe in the saying, a private life is a happy life? As far as like a relationship.
To an extent, I think that a private life makes for, true genuineness between you and your partner. Y'all can really connect. Y'all don't have to have the upkeep of this whole social media appearance or social media life or whatever. But I also think that a private life shouldn't be secretive. I think it's the difference between a private life and a secretive life. And I think that private is okay, but secretive is not okay. When you get to the point where it's a problem if your partner does want to post, or it becomes an issue, or now it's bringing out a number of other different issues. It's kind of like, I don't know. I think it's just two different terms. I think private, secretive can kind of get confused and kind of
What do you think?
As far as being private.
Yeah, like relationship wise.
Yeah. I think whatever you and your partner have should be between you two, because at the end of the day, it's two people can make a relationship, three people can break it, and that third person could be technology, social media, people can get into your home nowadays in ways they couldn't before through social media.
Yeah, sure.
Someone could say something. Say you post your girl.
Mm-hmm.
Say someone says something negative. That might ruin your day. Depends on the type of person you are. It might not. Your girl might see it. She might feel some type of way. So now she feel like she got to prove, oh, I'm this, I'm that.
Mm-hmm.
And now you might feel like you have to prove to defend
Yeah.
her. And so it could be somebody you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how social media works. It could be somebody you know or don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you believe in, like, with that saying, a private life is a happy life or whatever, would you post your girl? Or do you feel like that's too personal?
Yeah, I mean, I would post her. But I don't want to feel like it's something I have to do.
Yeah.
I want to
Like
post her
every
because
Wednesday.
Right.
yeah, like I don't want it to be kind of robotic in that type of way, because then I feel like I'm doing it for reasons other than
Your
myself
own.
Mm-hmm.
or for her. But yeah, I would post her.
What about you? Would you post your guy?
Yeah, I would post my man. I think that even when when the time comes for me to have kids, I would, if I felt comfortable and it was, something me and my husband agreed on or whatever, I would post my kids too. I mean, that's just something that I love and I care about. And so I would want to share those moments. But I think also you have to be a little bit selective of what you post. Like,
people talk about kids.
yeah,
People
and then,
talk
but like
about-
he said, as far as the relationship is concerned, you don't want to give any ammo. You don't want to allow people into those private moments, because people do take that and twist it or shift it, and opening too much up to the public and too much up to the social platforms do make for a little bit of discrepancies or a little bit of issues to arise. The possibility of that. So,
And at the end of the day, it's my family. So it's my job to protect my family. So it's my job to protect my girl. And part of protection isn't just like, just beating someone up. Part of protection is protecting, her spirit, her mind, my mindset. So if she's going through a tough time, the last thing she needs is someone on social media. So it's my job to protect her in that way. So part of protection is doing that and probably keeping things off of social media that need to be kept in the home.
What
So
do
if
you feel
you-
like needs to be kept off of social media? Like, what do you feel?
Just any personal details that can cause detriment in the future. Like, not everyone needs to know that you're on a date with your wife, like, or even your girl. Like, we don't need to know that all the time. Just take her out, have a good time, and stop worrying about everyone else.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about the third person or the elephant in the room.
right. And
That can possibly ruin your relationship.
Yeah, that's true. And I was going to say, definitely if y'all are going through something, to piggyback on what you said earlier,
Yeah.
if y'all are going through something, take care of home.
Yeah.
Don't invite other people into y'all issues and y'all problems and y'all challenges, because I think that also ruins, y'all being able to heal and y'all being able to really work out whatever issue y'all are having.
Yeah.
You've allowed social media to know that you and wifey are beefing, y'all at odds. And so now when y'all get back on good terms, people are taking a tally of,
They
oh,
picking
well,
sides.
they were just fighting. He said this. I wouldn't go back if I was her. And now they're injecting their own personal reservations and opinions about your relationship.
Right.
Like at the end of the
And
day,
they don't even know what's what.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you going live after we just had an argument?
Right.
Okay, I know this is about technology, but also, because I kind of agree with this. Do you think friends can also be like overstepping their boundaries in relationships? And friends and family, I won't just say friends. And like if y'all go through a rough patch or a rough time, it's like they don't heal from it when like you have forgave your partner or they're like, no, he did this or she did that to you.
Okay, I think
They're like still bitter.
Yeah.
Like they don't forgive it.
But if you, sorry, if you have introduced and allow every little thing in your relationship to be a conversation, you know what I'm saying?
For everyone.
I think some things do have to really remain between you and your partner. I mean, it may be hard not to tell mom or dad or my best friend, but like I said, we have to work through this. This is our relationship, and I don't need the opinions of others, and I don't need, to be
brainwashed
or misconstrued in a way that it's not going to allow my relationship to grow and allow us to really get through these things. So if every time that something happens, you run into mommy or you run into daddy, they're going to have their own opinions made up, and their mind is going to think about, oh, the first time he cussed at you, the first time y'all fell out, they're never going to get over that. So you kind of have to keep people on the need to know. And I hate to say that, but parents included, family included, friends included.
Yeah, even to go off what she's saying, letting everyone know every time something goes wrong isn't the way to do it. Right. Because then they're going to feel like, okay, you let me know before, now I can speak my piece or my 2 cents on you guys' issue. So you pretty much invited them into the relationship. Yeah. So I can give my 2 cents. Now, I mean, I've always done it. Yeah. You've always told me what's going on. Why stop now?
Yeah.
Because I definitely feel like, I don't know, people can kind of overstep their boundaries in a sense. But that you bounced off of what y'all said, is what you allow also.
Now, if I've never kept you in the loop and you just have this preconceived notion about who this person is, or you just made up your mind, or jealousy or whatever, then that's where we get it where it becomes a real issue, because now it's like, okay, what are your intentions? What is the underlying reason that you don't like this person, or you have your personal vendetta, whatever the case is? So then that's something that we have to explore and talk about. But if I'm telling you, like I said, running back to mommy and daddy, best friend, every time something happens, every time we at odds, every time we on bad terms, I can't be mad if you feel that now you have the liberty to inject your feelings and inject your reasonings, and
but people do get mad, and then they're like, dang, like, you always got something to say, but it's like, you allowed it, but now you're trying to flip it.
You can't cut it off, like,
and it becomes annoying. So I don't know.
Because they're like, you been complaining to me.
Right.
So they
this is what we do.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what we do. Every Thursday you call me.
Right. Like,
what you do this time?
I already know what to expect. Like,
Right.
But then I think it depends on the type of friend and what type of family member you are. So there's a reverse to that too. Are you, here to listen? Because some people don't listen, really, or they here to respond.
Yeah.
Like, so it's about, if you, are you jealous because you don't have a man, you don't have a girl, so now everything is negative. The response is always, a negative reaction. It's like, you kind of just have to be conscientious to those things. Like,
So overall, we do agree that technology ruins,
it can ruin.
But how do you have especially in our generation, how do you have that mindset to like just really, because that's rare. Like she said, everybody wants to like post, like
improve.
You gotta put your phone down.
Right.
Put your phone down. If you really care about her or you really care about him, put your phone down.
Right. I agree. I think that if you allow social media to ruin your relationship, you weren't, in the beginning, you didn't want it to work, or you didn't do enough for it to work. If me and my husband are going through something and social media is affecting us, and that's the one thing that we have to rid ourselves of for it to really work and for it to really progress, I'm putting the phone down. I'm deleting the social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't outweigh my relationship and my, marriage or whatever.
Yeah, it depends on, like, I know you love social media. I know you love your phone. But it comes down to, are you willing to give up what you love for who you love?
Compromise. Are you serious enough about me to delete Twitter? Are you serious enough about me to...
Right, especially if it's causing so many problems.
Right.
If it's really that, the third wheel in you guys' relationship.
Right.
That's causing destruction.
I've been in that situation, but I mean, like, we was in high school.
Yeah.
So high school into our 20s, our early 20s or whatever. And I just felt like no one really knew about us except for the people that were close to us. So we tried to go about it the right way, as far as like a private life is a happy life. But on his end, it was no respect level. My end, it was respect level. Like, I was keeping my word. I thought, like, that's why I was asking y'all those questions, like, do you really think? Because I experienced it. Like, but on his end, it's just like still flirting. No respect level on my end. But get on my page, somebody comment on my picture or say something, it's World War III. So it's a double standard. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we already being private. I'm not posting you like that. You're not posting me like that. But you're not respecting me.
But behind my back. I think a lot of stuff can get misperceived and misconstrued through social media. I mean, even with texting, you can't really see how someone says something through a text. You can't really, that communication, there's a barrier there. I mean, if I text you something and it may come across a certain way to you, but I intended it to be another way, it's hard to read that. So
but
I
guess when you know the person, you can read it.
I mean, even still though, I think that
I feel like
I think we're getting away from having real authentic and organic conversations. It's a cop out. It's an easy route. It's an easy way out. I mean, texting to break up with someone. I mean, these things are becoming the norm. Because people have, like you said, become so obsessive with it. Yeah. And they have lost all communication skills. They have lost all, people skills. It's like sad.
Yeah, we're not having effective communication. We're not listening. And when we do have a conversation with somebody, they're just waiting for their turn to speak. So they're not actually listening.
To defend.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's your question?
I was just going to say, would you guys be okay with being with someone who shares everything on social media?
No, because me personally, I'm a president of my org, so, we already do, a lot of media and a lot of stuff, so, I already be feeling I feel like I do a lot with media already. Mm-hmm. I just want me time. Mm-hmm. I like to just be in my little shell, just be to myself, it's already draining. I feel like social media can be really draining. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you constantly, even when I'm out with, friends and stuff, I don't need to, people on Instagram, you don't know what I'm doing 24/7. You may think. People have probably thought that they know what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know when I'm at work. You don't know when I'm clocking out. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? Right. They don't need to know everything. So, that would annoy me. No. Why? Because you're not really enjoying me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think those private moments for sure, they don't need to be plastered all over social media. I think it kind of reduces the authenticity of what's going on and what we have. Now that we've shared it, it's everybody's to see. Everybody now has an opinion. Everybody now has, a viewpoint. And it just kind of dilutes what we have. Yeah.
It's oh, okay, yeah, they're doing this on that day. They're going there. Mm. It's are you impressing them? Are you dating them? Or are you dating me?
Some things you just need to just disconnect from the world and just enjoy. Let's go to Aruba. Let's not saying if you do post pictures that you're not having a good time. Yeah. But
post the pictures when you come back.
Disconnect to reconnect.
Yeah. And really have a good time. Are you really enjoying yourself?
And I've heard that they say that when you put your phone down and you really actually experience your environment and where you are really enjoying yourself. Yeah. We can live without our phones. You'll be okay.
You can absorb more. There was a time where they didn't have phones. So I believe that it's possible.
And the funniest things actually happen on a day-to-day basis to me. The funniest things actually happen that I never record. And I'm dang. It just be funny. But I've seen it. So,
and we kind of miss moments. Because we're always,
trying to hurry up and, let me get this on playing now.
Yeah. So, everyone's like a fly on the wall, can look in at your life.
Yeah. And that's a little scary, and
that's
I think
the gateway,
that's your
the
mental.
door.
Yeah. You allow people ammo to, like I said.
But then get mad. I don't get the people that are so open, but then get mad when people
comment on it.
Yeah, and it's
you put it out there.
You want to get them.
Their favorite line. You don't know my life.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, I do.
I've been following you the last 5 years.
Y'all all in my business.
You've been putting it out there.
Right. You made it our business, so now we have an opinion.
I've been following you the last 5 years. Yeah, I know your life.
So when you go back to him, we remember when he cussed you out. We remember when he smacked you. We remember those things. We took a note.
Right. When you were sitting in the parking lot on IG Live complaining. Yeah. I remember that when you lost your job.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. People don't think that they live in the moments, but you never, that's the scary thing about social media. You never know who's really watching. People, it's really obsession for them. People really, this is, some people, it's really their jobs. They wake up every day and get on their phone and just troll. Yeah. They live off of trying to make somebody else miserable. Yeah, There's a lot of people like that. And you really got to just be mindful of your spirit. And
everything is a balancing act. Everything, too much of anything is a bad thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to really, really sit and, kind of have a pep talk with yourself. If this is something that is really, kind of taking over, if this is something I need a debrief from, take a step back, do that for your personal growth, for your sanity. You know what I mean? I've had friends who just delete their account. They'll revisit it, but right now it's really, really starting to affect other parts of my life, and I can't allow that. So you have to know when the
limits.
Yeah.
I I don't think a lot of people do though. It's just like a competition, like
Yeah.
who got the designer, who's this place, and it's just like, who cares really? Because all these people you're trying to impress don't really give a damn about you. They trying to see your downfall. They want to see your relationships fail. They want to, you know, some people really prey on you like failing at life.
Yeah.
You're just sitting back on their phone laughing.
Yeah, when you do fail.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I also think that's a character issue on the flip side because, you know, just because I am someone who is a chronic social media user or whatever, and you you behind the screen talking shit or whatever and having an opinion and all that stuff, I also don't think that gives you the right to, you know, come to conclusions about what people are and who they are because that's just what you see as well.
Yeah.
People
you know what I
display
mean?
however they want to be displayed.
Mm-hmm.
They
Even with celebrities, we think, oh, they're rich, they're having it up, they're going through so much, and then months later they commit suicide. It's like you just never know what people are going through, so you can't make a conclusion or come to, you know, any type of concrete, you know, evidence about what's going on because that's just what you see.
Yeah.
So,
and a lot of times with social media, what I've noticed is it's not who that person is, it's who they want to be. So you can see almost how something like Instagram could be an insecure person's safe haven. Where it could lead to detriment not only for themselves but how they can develop character flaws, which could, you know, affect society in the long run because it's not just them like that. I'm sure it's another person like that too.
So I feel like I can ask y'all this question because we kind of like in the same fields as creatives. With being a creative, we have to kind of like tend to social media. You know what I'm saying? Like to really like sell our skills and for people to see us. But my question is, how did you learn to draw the line where it's like, okay, I need me time. I can't do this every day. I can't, you know, like how did you come to that point?
I think, like I said before, just a balancing act of just, you know, using it as a tool to propel me in some ways, you know, to the next level, to, you know what I'm saying, have it so that I'm growing in my field and in my craft, but also not allowing me to become obsessive and to fall victim to that, the feeling the need of being on there and feeling the pressure of being on there. Also, I mean, just what are you using it for? Like I said, I'm using it as an engine to propel me to, you know, have it so I'm growing, so make it so that I'm, you know, progressing. And it's just all a balancing act. I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's just, you have to learn how to...
For me, I'm a peaceful person. I'm all about peace. So anything that disrupts my peace, usually social media, like I could be having a great day and I look at my phone, it's like, come on, man. You know, something could happen, or I could see something. Like even when I saw the Nipsey Hussle news, that ruined my day. I would eventually saw it, but something like that. So yeah, like even my everyday life, seeing something that could potentially ruin my peace. But yeah,
it has to go.
It has to go.
Or it has to, you know, I had to pull back and, you know, reel it back in. Like, you know, it clicks when you're like, okay, I'm spending too much time on here. I've become, you know.
Some people it doesn't though.
But they're feeding that. I mean, even with Apple, they have like this thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm an Android guy, but still, they don't. I read something where they have screen time or something like that, where they're trying to push you to be on your phone more or be off your phone. See how much time you're on your phone with Instagram, things like that. So yeah, I mean they want you to be on your phone to promote the ads and all of that, IGTV, Instagram Live. So it's all about being on your phone, being in the need to know, the news cycle. So much fake news out there. You can't tell what's fake, what's real. You know, people falling for fake stuff every day. You know, it just becomes a part of daily life. Our phones are like a body part now.
Unfortunately. Yeah, wow. Look. Yeah, that was a long discussion. That was deep. I appreciate y'all with your opinions. We did 3 videos. Y'all gonna get them back to back. each and every Friday, so stay tuned. You should be subscribed by now. Like, I mean, I feel like I hope we had your interest by now.
Right.
Yeah. So how can they reach you?
Okay, so you can reach me on Instagram at Zany Nicole _ also on Twitter at I am Zany Nicole, and for all my Facebook users, Zany Nicole.
We telling you to put your phone down, but I'm telling you to pick it up and follow me at Denmass, DENMASS. That's easy.
Yeah, I really appreciate y'all coming. Like,
For inviting us.
Yes, y'all have to come back again.
Oh, I'm coming back, whether you like it or not.
Oh, okay. You want to come back?
We will be back. We got more topics.
Yeah, I got time. Okay. Yeah. Y'all should be subscribed by now. How many episodes are we in by now, Corey? 16. You gotta keep up.
Subscribe.
Go back to the first. Subscribe. Turn the notification button on.
Share.
Yes. It's gonna keep getting realer. Thank you.
I'm racing home cause I heard she got a new vlog on the way. Said I've been waiting to hear that since Sunday. JaNae be serious, got it all. JaNae be serious, gets involved. Yeah. The only one that keeps it real on the internet. The only one that keeps it raw and always got a message. What would I do without JaNae be serious?